Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Now, guys, at the end of this season, there is a potential opt-out of the collective bargaining agreement. And after seeing star players hold out, some wonder if that will be exercised. Commissioner Silver says we have a common interest to ensure that contracts are honored. Those are issues we can approach collectively. Kevin?
As is always the best case. David, thank you. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. DeRozan and Williams are the forwards. Dosunmu is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for the Celtics, Smart is the point. White is on the wing. Down in the front court along with Tatum. And it's Horford in at the center filling out the middle.
Well, after their offense stalled in the finals, the Celtics getting some veteran help. Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
It'll be the Celtics off the tip. Here's Smart. Outside, Horford. Tatum wide open, he fires one. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
Every time Tatum finds his shot, he'll take it. He loves to fill it up from mid-range.
Dosunmu, the pass to LaVine. Vucevic setting the pick for LaVine. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. White, wide open, he fired. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And this is where Smart has really improved. The game's slowed down for him. He's playing under better control. Nice pass.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Kevin, what's so impressive to me about LaVine? It's the all-around play. He affects the game across the board.
Bulls shooting their first free throws of this game.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
No good on that one. And LaVine's efficient as well.
And good shooting numbers, no doubt. Last year, he cut back on the turnovers. And, boy, he's still young. There's still tons of upside to be had.
He hits the second from the line.
Athletically gifted, a knockdown shooter. It feels like LaVine is constantly underappreciated for all the things that he does.
Now, here's Brown. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. DeRozan with it. Picked up by Brown. We played just over a minute here in the first. Here's DeRozan. He doesn't hit that one. Now Boston takes it the other way. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And a lot of that begins with effort. Putting in the work and closing out possession should make this a much more contested game.
Over in the corner, White. And here's Tatum for three. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Vucevic a screen on Horford. Cloak loose. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Smart dishes to Horford. Good, and Smart gets the assist. You know, almost every team has some kind of roster turnover in the offseason, so Greg, this time of year can be about getting familiar with your new teammates.
There's always a feeling out process this early in the schedule. It's about finding your team's identity, figuring out how all the pieces are going to fit.
Celtics making a switch here. Ogden's checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Tony Bradley comes in for Williams. And it's Dragic in for Dosunmu. .143 left here in the first quarter. Baseline J on the way. That one a little long.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Back to Tatum. And Goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
Look, this dude is well-built, man. He's a specimen. He's 6'8". Look, he's going to score inside if he gets that close.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Williams, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. And it's Pritchard in for Marcus Smart. Chicago also making some changes. Drummond's checked in for Vucevic. Javonte Green comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Kobe White in for Zach LaVine. And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. Griffin's checked in for Al Horford. Now here the 2K leaderboard with last season's top rebounding teams. Fifth on the list, the Celtics.
You can see the emphasis they put on rebounding. Such a huge part of their game, and one that they didn't ignore.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Now Dragic, he's coming off a 13-point game against Indiana.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
Here's Brown. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. And so it's Drummond with it. He'll bring it up for Chicago. 7-point differential. To the paint. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
A tall and powerful big. Drummond has a natural ability to finish inside.
White against Brogdon. Just 5 on the clock. It's up a 3. Not going to go that time. Green taking his time here. To the middle. Stolen by Brogdon. Jacks up a 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so the first quarter is in the books. Celtics lead by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Bulls trail by 5.
And what makes Chicago tricky to defend, Kevin, they just have such a balanced attack. They can score in the paint from mid-range or hurt you from deep.
Tatum and Williams up in the forward spots. Malcolm Brogdon out there with Marcus Smart. And it's Horford in at the 5, home in the paint. He's in the game for the Celtics. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Marcus Smart is not shy with his philosophy. He says it takes little talent to play defense, but a whole lot of want to. Get every 50-50 ball, take charges, be a great teammate, compete, never be okay with losing. And Kevin, he has always walked the walk, too.
He has. Defensive Player of the Year. He's a terrific player. No question about it. David, thank you. That free throw good from Brogdon. You know, as the Bulls have become a more veteran team, Greg, it feels like they've settled into what they do well.
And you need a strong identity to be successful in this league. Chicago is building towards that, but it does take time.
Brogdon hits them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
DeRozan passes to Vucevic. To the inside. Williams. Another shot. Count it. And the Celtic lead has been cut to just 5 points on the basket from Vucevic.
And how about the hustle from Vucevic there on the glass, securing that precious second chance opportunity for the team.
Tatum kicks to Smart. Those three-pointers off the mark. For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Dosunmu, the pass to DeRozan. And he drops it in from the low post. DeRozan's got his first bucket in this one.
The closer DeRozan gets, the more dangerous he is. That's fantastic work inside.
Smart deciding where to go with it. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well, because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
Now, here's DeRozan. Marcus Smart missing that last shot. Off the mark from 16 feet out. Boston leading by 3. The pass to Williams. And here's Tatum for 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford.
And checking out the numbers for Nikola Vucevic, coming off a terrific season. Last season put up about 17 points per, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. Guys, he's a difference maker off the bench. Steps into that front court and more than holds his own.
He gives them a jolt of energy down low every time he comes into the game. That's something any coach loves to have.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from DeRozan.
You could see his confidence on that shot. DeMar DeRozan catches it, fires it without a pause.
Brown with it, now defended by Levine. Brown kicks to White. With nobody on him, he parries the jumper. White's got 5.
Drew the defense and made the proper read, hitting his teammates on the perimeter.
And how about Jaylen Brown, part of that young core for the Celtics?
Yeah, he's been through a lot with this young group of guys. They've grown together, they've come in together, and they've gotten better together. And you've seen the production of Brown increase because of it. Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Tatum dishes to Brown. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Smart. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Now here's Tatum. Following the miss by DeRozan. Pass to White. Horford kicks to Smart. 5 on the clock. And here's Tatum for 3. Rebound by Williams. Levine looking around. Launches it. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Boston on top. They lead by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Billy. I heard you tell the guys to take it to them and play with more physicality offensively. What did you mean?
Well, just I think when we're getting the ball inside around the basket, at times we got to go up a little bit stronger and play through the contact and go to the rim.
Tough sledding in there, but you got to get there. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Back to you.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And we welcome you to halftime as the Boston Celtics are getting everything they can handle so far.
You could tell they love playing in front of this crowd. The energy helps fuel this team right now. The sixth man is doing their job, Shaq.
Yeah, there's no let up in these fans, loyal and loud.
Okay, time now to see how the Eastern Conference is starting to shape up.
You look at the Celtics, they've been pretty much the team we thought they'd be. They were kicking into high gear and mode every night. I like how they don't take lesser teams for granted. It's a matter of keeping it up for the long haul.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Without question, Derek White displaying his skills today.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's just that good. You can plan for him, but he just makes great adjustments on the fly.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And Greg, up and down this Celtics roster, so many of their key players were drafted by the Boston Celtics.
And Tatum and Brown at the core, but also credit to their front office. Rare to find a powerhouse built from homegrown talent.
So the Bulls 5 right now. The wings set for him, Levine and DeRozan. Williams and Vucevic hold down the post for him. And it's Dosunmu in at the point. Here's Smart after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Brown feeling it out a bit. Back to Smart. Outside Tatum. A three. Chicago grabs the miss.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Dosunmu. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Vucevic, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
What you love about Vucevic, the consistency, solid shooting percentages, and he's averaged double-digit rebounds for the last 5 years.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. You know, Greg, adding to that for Vucevic, the last 2 seasons, he's been excellent in the playoffs.
Great point, Kevin. His numbers were up over what he did in the regular season. He hits clutch shots, gives them a physical presence, and he is just a rock in the middle.
Celtics making a switch here. Ogden's checked in. And it's tied up with that one.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
Brown outside. Shoots over DeRozan. And it's Brown missing. And Chicago shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Out left of the wing. Dosunmu, the pass to Levine. For the lead. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on White.
A springing athlete. Everybody knows about Levine and his bounce. He's just hard to check. And look, he was fouled right there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Hey, Richard, as soon as your playing career ended, you got right into this business, into broadcasting. When did you decide that this would be the next step?
Well, the first time is when I thought I was going to be out the league, and so I started doing more and more work until I retired in 2018. So it started way before I retired.
That laid the groundwork for you. Good job. Here's Pritchard. No points in the game yet for him. Brown outside. Griffin against Drummond. Right side, Griffin. Here's Pritchard. Chicago grabs the miss. Drummond's got 5 rebounds tonight. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Down low. Count it. Good. Brown's got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Most losing teams, Greg, are looking to rebuild, look to the future, but not in Chicago.
Yeah, their idea to turn it around was to get all-stars. Trading for Vooch in 21 during a losing season, then signing DeMar as a free agent. That's a refreshing approach.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Brown. Shoots the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Brown's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know this is coming with Brown. He is a ruthless sniper outside.
Pass to Dosunmu. 56 seconds left in the third. He kicks to Drummond. That one goes. Counted. Drummond's got 6.
Drummond, a huge target rolling to the rim.
On the wing, Brown. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 7.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now here's Dosunmu. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Brogdon. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Brown outside. And a miss there on the triple. Outside, Levine. The 11-footer to the left wing. Here's Dosunmu. And it's off from three-point range. 3/4 of play in a close game here. Celtics lead by 1. And will return shortly. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground. The other thing, too, is once he picks the ball up, he's not going to shoot it. If he does, just stay down on him.
I like the way the Donovan's conveying that scouting report to his guys.
I mean, knowing how your opponent plays is important, and I think he's on point on this one.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Smart is the point. White is on the wing. Horford is out there with Tatum, and it's Brogdon in at the small forward position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
And after what was just a horrendous shooting performance in that first half, they're finally starting to find their rhythm here in the second.
Now here's Tatum. Back to Brogdon. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
And the size and muscle of Brogdon, able to shrug off the contact with ease on the way up.
Dragic finds DeRozan. Shoots over Brogdon. DeRozan's shot is off. Boston shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. The pass to Tatum. Over Williams. Tatum no good. And so White will bring it up for Chicago. DeRozan surveying the D. Dragic dishes to White. Vucevic setting the pick for DeRozan. Over Horford. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
They got to do more than that to stop Vucevic. So adept at fending off those types of challenges.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Bulls.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Vucevic.
And one of the most underrated bigs in the NBA. Vucevic quietly dominates on a consistent basis.
Now, here's Brogdon. Second chance shot, and the layup is good.
And this is how confident Brogdon is in his scoring ability. Able to get it done from everywhere.
Dragic kicks to Williams. Vucevic a screen on Tatum. Here's Williams. Second chance effort. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Horford.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Taking 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Zach LaVine's checked in for the Bulls. Dosunmu comes in for Goran Dragic. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 2.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead, hopefully for them. That miss won't cost them.
And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Tatum for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Celtics lead by 1.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Here's DeRozan. That one off the back iron and out.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And Chicago shooting not great, 40% for the game. Vucevic setting the pick for LaVine. Pass to DeRozan. Over Tatum. And the Bulls with another miss.
Another miss from him, struggling to find his rhythm.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
He was in the conference finals as a rookie. Tatum is just used to these big spots.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics. And the first of 2, no good, heartbreaker.
Well, Tatum does look ready, prepared to do what he does best in the clutch, get buckets.
And he does get the second one, and that will put them up by 2.
A multi-talented swingman. Tatum just continues to get better and better each year.
Timeout called, the Bulls. They trail by 2. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now the latest from our reporter, David Alden.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. He said we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. Brown against DeRozan. Pass to Dosunmu. Levine up top, right covering, and stolen by Horford. White looking around. Outside Tatum. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Horford with the screen on Williams. Here's Tatum, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
It's crazy. He's growing taller. He's adding more muscle. Tatum just becomes harder to defend in there.
At the line for 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, they wanted every last one of those, and he delivered, making it a 2-possession game.
Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. There's 18 seconds left in the game. Guys, what's your take?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
Here's DeRozan. It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Line, Marcus Smart. At the line for 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much did it.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Here's Smart. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Second personal foul, 15 foul. At the line for the Celtics, Marcus Smart. At the line for 2.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Al, congrats. Tough game tonight. When do you think you guys really locked in and started taking control of the game?
It all started the second half. We didn't do a good job the first half. We let them hang around. But, at least we reacted better the second half. This is one of those games that we just had to, will our way to win this.
A lot of games like that, you have to kind of just grind out, Al. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now our New Balance player of the game, Jason Tatum.